The Girl in Room 34, Part 1. Don't go near Room 34, they said. It's cursed. I was new at the hospital. Just an intern. Curious, naive. I laughed it off. Ghost stories, really? But that night, during my shift, I heard it. A soft knock, then another. I checked every door down the west hallway. Every room was empty, except 34. I reached for the handle. Cold, like it had been in a freezer. My heart raced. My breath fogged in front of me. Don't. I spun around, no one there. I opened the door and saw her. A girl in a hospital gown, long black hair covering her face, sitting on the bed, staring at the wall. Are you okay? I asked. She turned her head slowly. You came back. The Girl in Room 34, Part 2. My skin turned to ice. What do you mean came back? I asked. No response. She just stared, eyes pale gray like fogged glass. I reached for my radio. Static. We need to get you checked out, I said, stepping closer. She smiled. Too wide. Don't you remember what you did? She whispered. I've never seen you before. She tilted her head. You left me here. You promised you'd come back. I took a step back. The door slammed behind me. Lights flickered. A scream echoed through the hallway, but it wasn't hers. It was mine. I bolted to the door, yanking the handle. Locked. From the outside. Who are you? I shouted. She stood up slowly. You forgot me, she said. Tears ran down her cheeks, but the tears were black, like ink. She pointed to the mirror in the corner. Look. I did. But I didn't see my reflection. I saw us. Together. In that room. Holding hands. Laughing. No, that never happened, I said. The glass cracked. Her face twisted in pain. You said you'd never leave me. The room spun. My knees gave out. Darkness. The Girl in Room 34. Part 4. I woke up on the floor, alone, door open. I stumbled into the hallway. Nurses passed by like nothing had happened. Hey, there was a girl in 34, I said. They looked confused. Room 34 had been empty for years. No one had entered it since the accident. What accident? A fire. Back in 2017. Intern forgot a patient inside. Girl died. They never found the intern. But that can't be. I checked the mirror again later that night. My face and hers, standing right behind me. Part 5. Sleep became impossible. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her. I tried calling in sick. My phone wouldn't dial. Emails didn't send. The hospital wanted me back. Or maybe she did. Room 34 was boarded up now. But every time I passed it, I heard her voice. You said forever. I screamed back. I don't know you! Laughter echoed from inside me. I checked the mirror that night. Her hand was reaching out. The Girl in Room 34. Part 6. I stopped going near mirrors. At home, at work, anywhere. But reflections found me anyway. In puddles, glass doors, even polished metal. Always her face, smiling, waiting. I found an old news article. Room 34. Fire. Death. The girl's name? Emily. The missing intern? My name. No, that's not possible. I whispered. But the article had a photo. It was me. From years ago. My mind spiraled. Was I the intern? Had I really forgotten? Why didn't I aid in that photo? I needed answers. I broke into records at night. Old footage, security logs. Room 34 was always occupied. Always the same girl. Always Emily. She never aged, never moved, just waited. And one by one, every intern that entered room 34 disappeared. All of them looked like me. The Girl in Room 34, Part 8. You were never meant to leave, she said. I was standing in front of room 34 again. This time, the door opened by itself. Inside, the room was brighter, welcoming. Come home. I stepped in. The air shimmered, like I was walking through water. Memories rushed in. Her laugh, my voice. I had loved her. I had left her. But she never let go. And now, I couldn't either. The Girl in Room 34, Part 9. I knew I shouldn't go back, but something inside me was pulling, like invisible hands wrapped around my chest, squeezing tighter with every breath. I walked through the long hallway. The flickering lights above buzzed like they were whispering warnings. The door to room 34? Open. Inside, everything had changed. The bed was neatly made. The walls were clean. The broken mirror? Replaced. I looked into the mirror, and for a moment, I didn't see myself. I saw her, dressed in white, smiling that same broken smile. Don't be scared. I blinked, and she was gone, but I felt it. Something inside me had shifted. And then I heard it, louder than before. Softly, then rising. Stay forever. I couldn't move. My legs wouldn't listen. My eyes burned. My heart stopped. I wasn't just visiting the room anymore. I was becoming a part of it. The Girl in Room 34, Final Part. They found me days later, lying on the cold floor, eyes wide open, mouth frozen in a smile that wasn't mine. They said I looked peaceful, but inside, I was screaming. They took me to the ER. No heartbeat, no pulse, but I was breathing, barely. The doctor said it reminded them of an old case, another patient, same room, same smile. The hospital shut room 34 down, permanently. Or so they thought. Last week, a janitor heard humming coming from behind the door. When he opened it, the bed was full. The mirror was warm. And someone had written on the wall, in fresh red letters, "I've been waiting for you." The girl in room 34 never left. She just needed someone to let her in.